Hey, hi, how are you, plant people? What's up, my plant people? It's me, Stacia. This is Oops, I Sold My Planties, and welcome back. I've missed you. It's been a little minute since I've talked to you. I have changed a few things in the house. I've got a couple of videos I'm going to be doing. Obviously, you're going to need an updated plant tour. Well, don't you worry, I've got that coming for you. But for this video, I just kind of wanted to talk about where I've been and what's been going on with me. I've been sick and working. Sick and working. And then when I wasn't working, I was sick. So it's just been kind of going back and forth for a while. And it kind of put me in a bad place mentally. I was struggling. I've been struggling mentally. Bing. You know, of course, lost all sense of motivation, didn't want to do anything, get up, go anywhere, because I was sick most of the time. And then when I was up working, I was running ragged and just really dragging it out and running myself down. So the health is starting to get better, I think. I just got over the flu. Not long ago, I had shingles. Voice is still kind of messy, a little clogged, but I wanted to video. Actually, YouTube sent me a little warning, your ass is about to be demonetized. Not that I've collected a single penny from them. By the way, you have to make $100 with them before they start paying you out. I've never made it to $100. I've never received a single penny, and they threatened to demonetize me and tell me I'd have to reapply for partnership if I don't get my act together. So here we are. Getting our act together. I'm recording. It was kind of a kick in the ass to get me going because I really enjoy this. I really enjoy doing videos. I really enjoy sharing my love of plants with you guys and listening to your love of plants coming back. For all my plant people who have been missing me, thank you for those of you who hit me up. I love you. I've missed you guys a ton. And I'm back. Stacia's back. All right. No, I'm just playing. But I'm back. Today I kind of wanted to talk a little about some plant care, some of the things that I've learned in my time away that I'd like to share with you. So, as a lot of you know, I live in Florida. For those of you who don't know, I live in Florida. And it's beautiful here. However, the sun gets very bright and it gets hot as balls outside. So a while back I had set up a greenhouse, and it was just, you know, a cheapo, and I can't really even say cheapo, it was a Harbor Freight greenhouse, just normal plexi walls. However, there is no UV protection on the plexi walls, which I learned. So to offset that, I actually started using a shade cloth, and the shade cloth helped, but it wasn't enough coverage. I thought 65% shade coverage would be good. Not here in Daytona Beach, Florida, it's not. No, sirree, it's not. A lot of my stuff got burnt while it was out there. And since then, I've had to bring it back inside and kind of learn again how to care for things. And I'm trying to get to the point where I have nothing. And this is, you know, every plant parent's wish. Now, how true it is or how quickly it's going to happen, I can't say. But my plan is to eventually have it so everything is scar-free and just looking beautiful, because this makes my heart happy. And then we have stuff like this. Hold on, let me see, where is it at? I think it's right behind me, actually. Oh, yeah. And then we have stuff like this that happened previously. I know you see it. So that kind of stuff happened previously, and that makes me sad because I don't like to see that kind of stuff. Of course, the newest leaf on there is pretty good. I didn't touch it. Most of the things I've learned have been with my Anthurium. I've learned that some of them really enjoy growing in moss. Nothing else but moss. I've tried them in another medium. I've tried them in a very airy, you know, barky medium with a little bit of soil to kind of help hold some moisture. And then they just kept declining and not doing well. I mean, I even had a couple of things that like died back to the chunk. So they're now in moss. Things such as my veitchii is in moss. My Wardeberianum is in moss. My Queen Anthurium is in moss. I've got a couple of Forgetii hybrids that are living straight in moss. and they love it. They're doing very well. I'm noticing with my pendulant, they like moss. They're more of a fan of moss than they are of any other medium. And I don't know if it's just me, my humidity, my environment that makes it work, but it works. I fertilize the moss just like I would, regular soil. I take my Miracle-Gro and I pour it right through the moss, just like I would if I was fertilizing a regular potted plant. And then we have other plants that, so I'll do, bag it on up, Stacia. You're getting ahead of yourself because I'm excited. I haven't talked to you guys in so long and I've missed you so much. I fertilize with Miracle-Gro every other week. And then every other week I'll do some Super Thrive down in the soil. I've learned that they like it. They do well. Some of them, and it just depends. This kind of thing you have to figure out for yourself. Some of them are okay with just the light coming in from my windows. Others need the extra light back here. Now, don't get me wrong, they're pulled down from that light, so they're getting the light from the window and the light from the grow lights, but it's working. Everything's growing still, and it's what, December 11th? I think? Shit, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. And yeah, everything's still growing very well. That I think has to do with, the environment I give it. It's about 72 to 73 degrees in the house here all year round. All right, and then I have a humidifier right here that kind of sprays humidity over these. And then I have some stuff that lives in my Mills bows, and that stays at a steady I don't have any weather stripping or anything going on in there, but it stays anywhere from 68 to 72% humidity in these all the time. It could be higher, and I'm thinking honestly about adding a couple of humidifiers to each one. I have 3 Mills bows, and I'm thinking of putting one in each one to just up the humidity, because the Anthurium really seem to enjoy the higher humidity. However, the ones that I've grown in there, like my Warrock, here, let me show you my Warrock, one sec. She lives in the grow tent and has lived in the IKEA cabinet and has lived in there since she was a little chunk. She died, lost all of her leaves, died back to a chunk, and she's lived in almost the same spot in my Mills bow for the last year. So, this is what she looks like now. She's done very well for, putting out larger, more substantial leaves, and she's acclimated herself to that amount of humidity. Now, another thing, I don't touch. When these leaves come out and they're soft, I don't touch them. I don't touch them, because when you touch them, they bruise. Even if it's just a little, because see, that's what I did to this one. I touched it. Can you see that? While it was hardening, and I did not touch that one while it was hardening. And again, this one lives in straight sphagnum moss. Now, the other thing I've done too with the ones that I have in soil, like this one here, my crystallinum, this one lives in soil, but it has a topper of sphagnum to help hold the moisture in. Now, with these, when this is dry, when this sphagnum is dry to the touch, I water again, because then that means that this pot is dry enough to need water. Another thing I've learned about Anthurium, a lot of my plants can get watered once a week. Sometimes they need it, at least once a week. There's some of my larger pots that can go for almost 2 weeks without watering. The Anthurium are not like that. They need to stay at a precise moisture level. They need to not drop below a certain level of moisture to keep the leaves in good condition. Okay, so that's something else I've learned. You have to make sure and keep them, like I water the ones in the bigger pots I can do once a week, but ones like these in the smaller pots, this one probably gets watered every 3 to 4 days. It is in moss. There is circulation. You can see there's a fan in my Mills bow. And it just pushes the air around for circulation. So this does get dry. I don't let this get bone dry. When I stick my hands in here and the top of this feels a little crunchy, but still soft, I water. I don't ever let it get completely dry. That's a lesson I've learned with these, because when I did that, I lost leaves. The leaves just disappeared, or the moisture disappeared from the leaves. It shriveled up, it died. I'll see if I can find a picture and insert it over here if I can. And then it was a chunk. And here we are a year later from a chunk. I've got 4 leaves on here. There's one hiding. There's a little one here, and then 2 here. And this is the newest leaf. So I'm waiting for the next leaf. This one's been here for probably close to 3 weeks now. So it's probably getting to be about time, because she gives me about a leaf a month, I'd say. This did have more leaves. Of course, they were smaller and they fell off as it started to get more mature. But it does. It gives me about a leaf a month. Actually, most of my Anthurium give me about a leaf a month. There are some, unless I repot. When I repot, sometimes it takes them 2 to 3 months to give me a new leaf. I think moisture is the key for these guys. They seem to do fairly well in almost all levels of light. I don't ever let anything go low light. For me, it's either medium to high light in my house. So they seem to do well with the medium to high light. They seem to do well if I don't let them dry out very much. And I can't fucking touch the leaves when they're growing a new one like this. See this one right here? That's my regal pushing a new leaf, but I'm not going to touch it because they scar. Do you know how hard that is for a leaf petter? I touch all of my leaves constantly. Actually, I've gotten a lot better about it as the time has gone on, but I like when the Anthurium leaves are coming out, they're super soft and they're like flexible, and for the longest time look how soft that is. That means it still has time to grow. That was my mentality for quite some time. Now I just look at it and I watch the color of it to tell when it's safe to touch. And I really try not to touch it for quite a while after they come out now, because like I said, I'm trying to get everything unbruised. So there we are. Those are the things I've learned about taking care of Anthurium. And again, I've missed you guys. And I just wanted to say, thanks for coming to hang out. Y'all come on back and bring your friends. If you don't want to bring your friends, that's cool, because you guys are the reason I'm here and I'm doing this. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.